a wine cup, hair tied rough. School run survivor, we've had enough. Real moms, no shame, come scream and stop. Welcome to the Loud Moms Club.
Welcome to the Loud Moms Club, where we say the quiet part out loud, the good, the bad, and the absolutely cooked parts of parenting. What are we drinking today? Wine, coffee, or tears? Well, I'm here with my best friend Amy. We're having a glass of red. So introduce yourself. Who are you and what ages are your kids?
My name is Amy Chambers and I am a mum of two beautiful girls. I have one 7.5, have to be specific on that one, 7.5, nearly 8-year-old. And my little lovely dumpling is about to turn 1 this month. So I'm not going to
July.
cry.
Oh.
I know, when we were recording it wasn't July.
I know, that's crazy.
I was in denial.
Have you decided what you're going to do?
No, not yet. Still, I told you I'm a last minute winner. You'll
know
get
what?
the invitation the day beforehand.
Great. Great. How do we meet?
We met at school.
At school.
We met at school.
We've been doing accents before recording, so I feel like that's going to slip in tonight.
All my drama, theatre, acting is going to come into play.
Yeah.
Yes, we met at school, but you will once again have to remind me exactly how we met, because I remember us being friends more towards senior year.
BCE. Yeah, and we weren't, I don't think we were friends, but we knew each other in year 7 and may have only been 1 year or 2 years. We used to play basketball together. And Amy
That's right.
was a little pocket rocket and was not someone to mess with. So thank God we're on the same team, because she was a charger.
I was on defense.
Would drop a shoulder, that's for sure.
Because I was useless on offense.
Drop a shoulder and raise an elbow if needed. She used to scare the shit out of me. So yeah.
I'll get the ball back, don't worry.
Fucking oath. What are 5 facts about you?
5 facts about me. Well, I used to be a piano, singing and flute teacher once upon a time. I also used to be a performing musician. I used to do weddings and corporate. I did Crown a few times. I did the Australian Open.
I'm pushing for her to get back into it. So if anyone's got a gig coming up and need a quote, let us know.
Let us know. I'll investigate getting some new equipment. Actually, pretty cool piece of information. I have written and released my own music, but it's deep.
On the tube.
Not on the tube. It's in the Spotify, but we're gonna keep that one buried a little bit.
There's music videos on the YouTube when you did covers.
There's one.
Yeah.
Oh, and no, we're not going to talk about the covers.
Okay.
The original one, my original one's fine, but we're not going to talk about the covers.
Okay. Sure. We'll move on from that. And who starred in them. And you just built your second home
Yes.
with your beautiful partner Stu,
Yes.
and it is incredible. Like, just the most beautiful home.
We have been in it now, I think, a whole month.
That's gone quick.
Hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like because the whole process of building takes so long, and then now you're finally in, it feels like
It's just the longest process, and it's not the first time I've done it, and it's just, you have to like prepare yourself for how long it actually takes, and
then add some time.
And then add some more time from that. But the end of the rainbow, do you know what I mean? Like that end bit, it's like when you finally walk in and turn the key, and it's just like, oh, this is amazing.
And now you're getting to do the fun bit. You're getting to pick all the internal furniture and landscaping.
So fun and
concreting
stressful.
and expensive.
Yeah. So, if anyone knows the lottery numbers, please let me know.
Did you hear someone in Langwarrin won recently over
Stop
a mil?
it.
Yeah,
Really?
they were at the Tats Lotto was put out a post. Someone in Langwarrin's won like 1 point something million.
Oh my gosh.
Please reach out to us or something. And I was just like, oh, damn it. That's, I mean, $1 million
And I
bucks.
do
feel
buy
like
a
just
ticket
being-
every now and again.
Me too. And I have a big belief in like you have to be in it to win it. Like you can
Oh,
always
yeah.
talk about and dream about winning the lottery, but unless you buy a ticket, you're never going to win it.
No.
And I understand that like the statistics are up against you and stuff, and I get that.
Mm.
But also the thought of potentially winning, if you're never going to win if you don't buy a ticket.
Mm.
And to be fair, I reckon I'd be happy if I just lived my life mortgage free. The difference that would make in not paying my mortgage, our lifestyle would be so different. I wouldn't need to go and buy like another mansion or anything.
No.
I would just be so happy
Be so
paying
happy
off my
here.
mortgage.
Yeah. Financial freedom. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the whole talk I have to my daughter about claw machines.
Oh,
and I have
can
to
you stop
say
wasting
no.
our mortgage? I
I
can't
was like,
remortgage the house.
and she's very much like, have to be in it to win it. And I'm like, nope, no, you don't.
No, but the claw machines are rigged.
They
I mean,
are
you could
so
say the same
rigged.
about the lotto, to
Well,
be
that's
fair.
what I mean.
Yeah,
It's like it's that
that's fair.
same like
Well, Libby
you
just
could
goes-
win or you could not.
I think Harry actually said the other day we were at the arcade because we're conscious of spending our money right now, and I said to Harry, no, like I'm not putting any more money on the card because they're arcade obsessed. And he goes, it's okay, Mum, you can just use your phone. And I'm like, that's not how it works, but I love it. And then Livy asked for a phone like a while ago. I'm like, absolutely not. But she goes, yeah, because then I can pay for things. Don't think you guys understand how that works, obviously.
No.
So that's not, I feel like my mum when you go, oh, money doesn't grow on trees. Like literally, those words have come out of my mouth and I feel like my mother.
I know. It's like, where have I heard that before?
100%.
Yeah.
On a scale of thriving to crying in the pantry, how are you going in motherhood?
It's funny how much a week has changed this question.
Yeah,
I
okay.
was actually thinking about it. I
Yeah.
was like, I was in such a nice spot
Has
last
it been a rough week?
Not a rough week. I just think there's
Ebbs and flows, which is what we
ebbs
talk
and
about.
flows, school holidays as well has happened in
think I
between
called
that
you-
week.
I think I called you 2 hours into the Monday morning, and no, I lied. So I called you Monday afternoon, and you'd gone to get your nails done, and you girls were having a good afternoon. And then I called you 2 hours into Tuesday morning, and you're like, okay, I'm done. Like this is 2 days into the holidays. I've had enough. YouTube's already banned.
I'm out of entertaining.
I'm out of snacks.
At my limits. The
Fed up
grocery
with making breakfast.
the groceries are gone. I have to go again.
It's just yeah.
But no, I would still say I'm in such a lovely spot. But now I'm really pushing myself to just enjoy where I'm at because I'm now about to dive back into going back to work, daycare,
And to be fair,
all
like-
those things. But not a lot sooner, a couple of weeks sooner than I expected.
But to be fair, within the last week, you went for a role that you didn't end up getting, and then a conversation progressed from that, and like that all affects your mental stability and like
100%,
how you're
yeah.
feeling about life and work and all of that. So
And it really shifts your mentality of like, not just where you're going to see yourself in the next couple of months to years. It's
well,
like,
you were planning a potential full-time role and then putting Addie into daycare full-time, and then that changes, and you go, okay, well now what's the next step? Like it is hard.
yeah, it's a lot. And I'm such a, I know I'm a last minute hurrah person, but I am such a planner as well. And I'm always thinking about all the cogs. Like
Bigger
if I
picture.
do one thing,
How does
how
that
is it balance
trickle
everything
down?
else?
Yep.
And I'm always thinking about, obviously Stu and Peyton and what are the, my support network, how am I going to make
What's the
that
domino
work?
effect?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think
But
that's
also,
also-
pros and cons.
I think that's
Very
just
much
being
a
a
pros
mum.
and cons.
Being a
I
mum
know.
running a household when you've got a family.
You
to look
can't just
after,
make a decision.
it's not just about you
willy-nilly.
anymore. Yep. No, I think that's fair. Before we jump back into today's episode, I've got to give a shout out to Twinkle Threads. At Twinkle Threads, you can buy, sell, or even rent a rack to sell your own pre-loved kids' clothes. It's such a clever way to give beautiful clothes a second life, clear out those overflowing wardrobes, and make a little extra cash whilst you're at it. You'll find gorgeous pre-loved pieces, great bargains, and the chance to support local families and a small business all in one place. So next time you're staring at a pile of clothes your kids have somehow grown out of overnight, don't let them sit in the tub in the garage for the next 5 years. We've all got one. Head to Twinkle Threads to shop, sell, or rent a rack. I think the key to this is the fact that you can rent a rack. So you can actually then go and take all of like your designer gear. Like you are a country road seed mum.
I
Imagine
sure
selling,
am.
yeah, putting that all up on the rack. I think that's awesome.
But it's like, it's nice in the, like, Addie has just gone through sizes so bloody quickly that it's like, cool. She didn't even spend like 2 days in that country
and
road
that's
outfit.
why I'm all about secondhand shopping.
Yeah.
So go and visit and tell them the Loud Mums Club sent you. What has your mum fail of the week been? It could be different from the last time we tried to record this. You had any over the school holidays?
We did have another punami.
Oh, God.
Stu went to put Addie in the bath and she pooped everywhere.
See, I've never had a kid poo in the bath. Ryan has.
Oh, no,
Every
he,
time
like,
I'm away,
gags.
they shit
He
in the
full
bath.
on, no, he full on gags anytime. It's happened to him twice.
Yeah, Ryan doesn't do bodily fluids with the kids especially. Yeah, no, he's really bad. So punami in the bath. That's always weird. But is this because she's now trying formula a little bit? Do you think it's just her stomach adjusting?
I've only really seen one formula poo, to
Yeah,
be
okay.
fair. The rest of them has still been mostly breast milk and food.
The rest have been opportunistic poos. Not necessarily a blowout, but this
No.
feels comfy. I'm going to do it now.
Oh, yeah. And she's just changing in the way that she's so easy to read now when she's doing a poo.
Oh, when they
Like,
start making the faces and going bright red.
bright red.
Oh, yeah.
And because she's ginger, when she
She looks looks like an angry. She looks like, was that movie about the feelings?
Oh,
Elemental. No, not Elemental.
No, Inside Out.
Inside Out, the angry one where he goes bright red and turns into fire. That's what
Yeah.
she looked like with her red face.
I was thinking of Jack.
Oh my god, yeah, that's really funny. Yeah, with the hair, with the hair tied up.
With the little hair.
So cute. I think my mum fail of the week at the time of setting this up was Livy was doing toys at school. They had to make toys, so we had to take in recyclable stuff. And I realised I'd sent her with so many wine bottle lids that I thought her teacher's probably going to think I have a drinking problem. And I probably should have varied the recycling that I sent her in with. So that was, yeah, shout out Miss Johnston, no judgment. We listen and we don't judge. And we look at the kids recycling and we don't judge that mummy might have had too many bottles of wine in that fortnight.
We don't read into it.
Oh, mate, tell you what.
So funny.
Yeah. Have you had any fuck around and find out moments recently?
I have with the flat pack.
Oh,
but not with the kids.
You're building a flat pack and not liking the texture of it.
Not having sensory issues.
Overdosing with your ADHD moment.
Yeah, just being, not being a tight ass, but some would say I was being a tight ass, and then not being happy with it.
Kmart is a void of like, you see those videos all the time. You go into Kmart for one thing, but it was like I saw this thing the other day and it was like, you don't go into Kmart for anything. Kmart will tell you what you need.
I know, but I also saw someone else's video that I really liked, which was like, they have to stop saying run to Kmart now, because that is inciting all of this as well, because everybody's like, run to Kmart and get this lamp, run to Kmart and get this table, and it's like, well, of course I want to, because it looks good and you're making it look good.
But tell you what, they're doing a good job.
Oh,
whoever's in their buying, designing department.
And my algorithm knows exactly what I want to see.
All my algorithm is what I bought at Kmart this week. Or let's see what's new at Kmart. I love that.
Yeah, at least the pregnant seahorse has left my...
Oh my God, that's so funny. The algorithm is insane. But I definitely think that it's funny, run to Kmart. Like, I went there the other day by myself. I think the kids were at school or whatever. And I was like, I'll go have a wander around Kmart. And I was looking around and I'm thinking to myself, is this therapy? Like, just having silence.
I think it is.
There was no school kids there. It wasn't school holidays. This was before school holidays. And there was just adults. And it was quiet. It was middle of the week. And I was like, is this what therapy is like? Because I tell you what, I got more calmness out of that than I did with my psychologist. Because my psychologist, I just get wound up and just end up talking about things that are making me angry. So it was so much more calming.
Every time I talk to any counselling or anything like that, I just start crying immediately.
Aww.
I'm terrible.
No, I'm pretty, I just get aggressive.
I waste my whole session crying.
No, I get aggressive. I'm like, why is this like this? Why is this like this? How can I fix this? And then she is very good at putting it back onto me. And she's like, take a step back. Why do you think that? Or what do you think the reason behind that is? And then I'll get really wound up because I'll get frustrated at myself or the reason, or it is good because it's verbalizing and getting everything out. Yeah. But I don't come out feeling calm. Like, I do come out feeling a bit wound up because I think I'm in that stage of...
I come out feeling dehydrated. And then I have to think about where I'm going to go after that session because my face is so puffy.
Not in public. Mine was Harry pushed Livy off the monkey bars the other day. And I was like, this is going to break out in a fight, like as standard, a punch on.
Good
or
old
Livy
siblings.
just bit him, just went bit him. I don't condone biting, but it was also part of me that was like, well, you fucking deserve that. Like, don't push her off. And we are at that stage now of like letting them sort it out themselves. Like, unless there's blood being drawn, but I'm like, guys, I don't want to hear it. Figure it out. Unless it's like...
You're going to live together for a long time.
I did give her a timeout. She got 2 minutes of standing next to me at the playground because I was like, there was other parents watching. So I felt like I had to do something. I'm not condoning biting, but yeah, like... You want to fuck around and find out, go on then, push your sister off and see how she responds. Like, I don't know what he expected to happen out of that situation. He got no sympathy. Like, he got, I don't care. Go play. You're not getting a cuddle from me. You deserve that bite.
It's really, it's a grey area when they're siblings. I think if, obviously, they're not blood related, obviously it's a big fat no.
Yeah, so I've never had either of them bite another child at daycare and stuff, other than each other. So I used to always sign reports that they were biting each other. But... I've had them bitten by other kids. And I just think every kid goes through that stage. Like, they're frustrated and they can't express it in any other way.
Oh, yeah. I just thought of a fuck around, find out moment. It wasn't really like me, but obviously Peyton... No. No, he is certainly not a fuck around, find out parent either. But Peyton obviously loves Addie, loves her so much, and is always playing with her. You've
Yeah.
seen how
Oh, yeah.
confident she is with picking her up and all these kinds of things. And they were on the mat and she was playing or something like that. And then, I don't know, Peyton put her finger in Addie's mouth and she bit her.
Well,
And I said, well,
gonna learn.
I said, she's just a baby. I said,
just
she
a
doesn't know.
baby.
She's just a baby. I said, she doesn't know any better. So, because
Also,
Peyton was really upset.
Normally,
She's
when
like,
we're putting things in her mouth, it's for her to eat. So I don't know what.
and also she's,
And teething.
I mean, teething. Have you seen the, sorry, I'm such a meme person, but, meme, not
Oh,
meme.
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 A meme.
Meme. I'm
A
a meme.
gif.
I'm a meme person.
Yeah.
That the parenting equivalent of saying that they're teething is that Mercury's in retrograde.
That's funny.
I thought it was like, oh, I do
It
see
does.
she's teething
Does
like
look like-
non-stop.
Yeah. I'm not an
Astrophysicist?
Nelly said astroturf. No. Astronomer.
Astrology?
Astrology girl. I'm not an astrology girl. Like, I know I'm a Leo. That's about it. I don't know anything else.
I do believe in star signs. It's my toxic trait.
I don't know, because I reckon I can read most of star signs and agree that that's what I sound like. And that's what I'm like. In certain aspects
I
of my
don't
personality.
think you're a Cancerian at all.
What's a Cancerian like?
That's me.
Oh, people pleaser.
Bitch.
No, you're right. It's not me. Was I right, though? Is that what they're like?
A little bit.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Very emotional, sensitive, always wanting to, look after people.
Yeah, you're right. I'm definitely not that. No, you couldn't even, like, try and bucket me in that. Like, that's not me at all.
No.
fair.
I'm a sensitive soul.
I'm a fuck around and find out parent, which leads us into today's kind of village verdict of helicopter parenting, and if you can love your child too much and being overprotective. But I think there needs to be a precursor conversation to this, that I'm a fuck around and find out parent. We've sort of identified a bit more of a overprotective helicopter parent, but we've discussed this, that the reason being is your first child was super premature. Peyton arrived very prematurely. Can you take us back to that time and what was going through your mind and what happened and fill in that gap a little bit?
Yeah, well, look, Peyton was born very, very suddenly, very spontaneously. I went into premature labour and unfortunately they couldn't stop it. So she was born at 27 and 1 weeks, and I went into labour, what was it, the Sunday night, and I didn't know I was in labour, which was such a scary thing because it's like your first pregnancy, and I'm like, reading all the books and everything, and still felt so, a little bit anxious, but I probably was a bit more go with the flow at that point. But then as soon as they told me like she's coming, like it just reset a different part of my brain, and I kind of just had to keep going. Like I had no other choice but to keep going. So yeah, she was born at 27 and 1, and we, she was a bag of sugar when she was born. We always compare her to that. And she defied a lot of odds considering her gestation at the time. I still remember being told her likelihood of survival. They told me the percentage at the time, and I remember just hating.
Do you mind if I ask what was that? Can't remember.
I don't want to be wrong, but I feel like it was like either like 75% or something.
75 chance of survival?
75 or 80% chance of survival.
Okay, that's still quite high.
It's high, but if you think, I'm one of those people, like I want certainty.
Yeah.
Like that's too much of a grey area for me. And I was
that's
always very anxious. And
1 in 4 that isn't going to make it, so it's quite high.
Yeah, you just don't know all the parameters. And because they weren't able to stop it, they weren't, because they talked about trying to, stop my labour and keep her in, and they just couldn't. And then they were discussing about whether I was even going to make it to a tertiary hospital, because at the time I was at Frankston. And I remember Stu told me they flew down the highway, how fast they went.
You were transported in an ambulance?
I was, so quick. And because she was breech, I had to have a cesarean. So, I had to have all these things happen, a catheter
in a rush,
and
like
all this stuff,
you didn't
sign
have time
these
to even process
papers,
it.
consent,
Yep.
all this stuff that I just felt like I didn't have 2 seconds to really understand what was happening. But thank God, and Stu was just beyond amazing at the time. He always is, but at the time he was just my hero, and he got everything done. He protected P, he protected me, he called all the grandparents. They were all there when she was born.
Advocated for you and advocated for
100%.
her and made sure
And
that everyone was looked after.
he made sure that P wasn't alone. So
Yep.
he went to the nursery with
Yep.
her. And it was just crazy. And any NICU parent that, has been through it will know that it's just such an up and down roller coaster. Like, you just don't know what's going to happen one day to the next. And we
And
were
like,
there
God
for
forbid she got an
just,
infection, or you just don't know. Like, things
yeah,
can
like
change so fast.
I remember one day, we walked in, and she'd been really good, and we had noticed her tummy was getting a lot bigger. And then one day we walked in, and there was a bunch of surgeons standing over her, and they were like, "Oh, we're just assessing her for neck, which is a really, really bad, some necrotizing enteral colitis."
So something dying?
No, it's
necrotic?
basically where the bowel can die.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a very, very scary thing in the NICU. It's something
Yeah.
we're always surveying for.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of, progressive signs, but it's just one of those things that is such a risk
Yeah.
when they're so premature and they're having to learn how to digest food before they're even...
They were supposed to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're supposed to be out. Let alone, working on how to breathe and putting
Yeah.
on weight and
Yeah.
all these things. And, even just simple things, it probably doesn't sound simple, but it's like simple things. You go in and, it's weigh day today, and you do a weight and they've lost weight. And it's
that's then
devastating.
heartbreaking. It's almost then it's another
Devastating, 'cause
delay
it's
for her
like,
coming
oh,
home.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. It's all about how soon can they come home. And I remember we were there for just under 100 days, which felt like the longest time for us.
I feel like back then watching you go through it, it felt like a lot longer than that.
Yeah. Every day felt like a week. Yeah. Even as we were approaching. And I remember going home did feel sudden, and it did feel scary. But at the same time, she came home on oxygen, so we did have support. Whereas it's like, I remember at the time thinking, like, people just go home with a baby after like one day, and
I know.
nothing's...
People have a natural birth and then we'll go home the same day. Actually,
And I just don't know what
crazy.
would have given me more anxiety.
Being sent home with a baby straight
That,
away.
You
or
just
having
don't
this-
know what you're doing, and and even having all that support and everything, I was very lucky. I had very good milk, but she never breastfed.
Yeah.
Which was really, really hard for me. And obviously, second time around, I've known the supports that I need to reach out to.
I also feel like as a first time mum, you put so much pressure on yourself to figure out what you're doing, and it's so much more stressful because you don't know what you're doing.
But-
Second time round, I feel like you know the pathways, you know who to reach out to, you know
100%.
what you're
And
doing.
even working
Yeah.
in there as well has certainly helped me get a different gauge of
well,
perspective
this
as well.
sparked and ignited something in you that you then decided to go and study and become a nurse once you'd had Peyton.
So Peyton was 1. She was 1 when I started, and I remember Stu was my biggest advocate because I talked about going back to study and that I'd wanted a career change for a while. I was, still doing my music and everything like that. And, but I just knew I needed something, and he's like, absolutely, go for it, and he championed me. Even, I think I applied late and I had to pay a late fee or something like that. And he's like, no, you need to go for it. And it was the best decision I ever made because I've certainly been very privileged to try a few different nursing specialty areas, whether it was placement on actual work or as a student nurse. There is just so much to gain from every different area.
it's
and
almost the
just about-
possibilities are endless. Like being a
Yeah,
nurse just opened up so many doorways.
It really, really does. And like shift work can be really taxing, but it can also just create so much more flexibility with kids. Like,
It just works for your family unit.
It works so
Yeah.
much better for my family unit.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. But, yeah, look, I think, most families and parents that come out of the NICU or special care, whether they've been admitted for 24 hours or 6 months or, everyone comes out with a level of trauma.
How would you
there.
not?
And
Yeah.
exactly, and obviously everyone has different coping, mechanisms, and having a good support system can really make or break that. And we had a really good support system at the time. So I was very, very grateful. But I certainly think it's made me, I always think she's quite precious. She's my very, very precious girl, whereas my second child has
Is
so
Humpty
much
Dumpty.
it's her favorite song too at swimming. She has so much extra padding, and I think God knows that she needed extra padding because she's just been
She's a
so
second child.
good.
She's a
Yeah,
second child.
she's just so
don't give
good
a
at
fuck.
everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you feel like you have to be more vigilant because of everything you'd been through? Do you think like having that premature baby has influenced your parenting style as we've sort of
100%.
Yeah.
There's no way it couldn't, and you don't know until you're in that.
Do you just
space.
feel like it has just made you so much more overprotective of her? Especially you've had one child for so many years. Now you've had a second.
I think overprotective, and you think it's the spectrum of it, right? And this is what I was saying when I think about all the cogs. And when you think about having a premature baby, you're not even just thinking about their growth and development. You're thinking about their brain development. You're thinking about their lungs in the future.
It's the complexity you don't know.
The complexity you don't.
Will she have asthma? Like it's
100%.
everything, allergies.
And will
Yep.
this one cold set her back?
Yep.
Like she was so good, and her trajectory in the NICU and everything was very, very good for her gestation. She was never intubated. We were
Yep.
very, very lucky, and she didn't end up with any chronic lung disease, which was just.
And she's
I
just
can't be
grown
more
up
grateful.
perfect. Like
She's grown up
so lucky.
so wonderful. She's so smart,
Yeah.
and all the joke.
Clearly no
'cause
lack of oxygen there. Like this kid.
No.
is incredible.
She's a chatterbox. But she what I say to people, every time, I tell them how early she was born, and they're like, "Oh, is she, how
As in
how is
other
she?"
mums of premature premies? Do you
Well, just people
Yeah,
in
in general,
general,
yep.
whether they've ever met a premature child at her age or anything, and they always just wonder, like, how is she going? And I said, she's her
Thriving.
own woman.
Yep.
I said, she's been independent since day one.
Yep.
I said, she does what she wants. She
Yep.
wanted to be born. She wanted to do this. She is just,
She was coming out to party, that was happening.
she is a driven woman.
Yep.
And I will give her that. She always put, whatever she puts her mind to, she does it.
It'll be
But she's
incredible to
got
see
her-
what she does in life.
I hope she
She'll
does
be an
I
actress.
hope she does something
She'll be an
good.
actress, I tell you. She's
She's
so
so good.
so good at like already the facial expressions, accents, voices, the
She's a
sass, the confidence, I just don't think every kid is built that way. And I just I think she's got such a great light in that regard that she could be she could be anything she wants to be.
She's so like me, though, in the sense that she's quite sensitive.
Yep.
So she's extremely extroverted and very, very, as you said, charismatic, and she's got a wonderful talent for music. But she's, I forget what I was saying, but she's just very, very driven and very, I don't know.
What we were saying is it has made you more protective of her, though. You feel like
I
you
think
have
so.
been-
I'm very protective of like her academic. I'm
Yep.
very protective of her social. I'm very protective of her heart.
It's hard to know though. Like, that's
as
just
well as her health.
that's just a mum thing, right? Like,
I know.
I'd kill for my kids. So it's hard. Is that like?
I
Is
just
it a
find,
premature thing? Is it a mum thing, or is it the fact that you are a nurse? You know everything that could go wrong
And then it's like, am I in my own head? Because sometimes I think,
because
people
of the way
must
that
think
you're
I'm.
wired.
Yeah, I feel like, they must think I'm just being, so pedantic.
Have you ever caught yourself thinking maybe I need to let go here?
Yeah. Probably the time when I bought her a new scooter, one of those, real
The razor scooters.
the ankle breaking ones. And
The memories. Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm cringing just thinking about it. But I bought her elbow pads, knee pads, new helmet,
Wrist brace.
everything.
Yeah.
Wrist brace, all the stuff, and refused
Butt
to let her
pads.
wear anything other than long pants and a long shirt. And she's like, I'm sweating.
Oh, it's so hard though. Like Harry doesn't give a shit. Like goes down our driveway like he's fucking something out of Jackass. Like just doesn't have any fear. But I sort of harness that and just let him go. But like I said, I'm a fucking finite parent. Like if he falls and breaks his wrist, he learns the lesson. Like
Yeah.
we went for a walk around a lake in Berwick, and it's like an old quarry and like these massive like hills all around it. I was there with my husband wasn't there, and Harry's decided to like run up this hill, and I have a bad back, so it was in a flare up. I couldn't climb up there, and I said to him, "You need to come down because if you fall down, you're going to really hurt yourself." What happened? He fell down, slid down on his ass the whole way down, massive muddy bottom. And I was like, what did you think was going to happen? Did it stop him? No. Did he climb it 2 more times? Yes. Did my dad have to sit there with his hands behind his back because I think he was desperate to smack his bottom? Yes. Did he listen? No. And I was just like, there's just a level of me with him. I'm so different with him than I am with my daughter because he has this scariness of confidence.
Yeah.
Like doesn't have the fear. Livy, however, will sit back, watch him do it once. And if it doesn't go badly, she'll join in.
Yeah.
She's very much will
She's
sit
an
and survey a
observer.
room
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
jump into something. Whereas
She'll
Harry will just
analyse.
charge straight in. So it's really funny seeing how the two kids are so different. I don't feel like I raised Livy nervously either. Like I was very much like, give it a crack. Like give it a go. But I'm almost at the point now where I kind of need Harry to really hurt himself to learn a lesson because I'm like, I think we're due
so
a
he
hospital
reins
visit.
himself
He needs
in.
to know, like, this is not, I shouldn't say that at all, but
But I suppose, you know,
there doesn't seem to be any consequences right now for him doing stupid shit. And that's building his confidence in a like, you know what I mean? Like, there needs to be something enough to scare him to bring him back
he
down
needs
to earth.
a healthy level of fear.
He needs a shock. Yeah.
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 But I suppose no two kids are the same, right?
Nah.
And there's that whole typical, like,
Crazy.
first child is, you know, a certain way and the second child is a bit
Yeah,
wilder.
and this is the thing
then...
too. Is it a second child thing or is it a boy versus girl thing? I just don't know because boys are wild in general. Like you see parents of 3 boys or whatever and they're just nutters. So I don't know if it's a boy thing. Like I wonder if I had a second girl if it would be... But then I've got like Sarah who's been on the podcast. Her second child is fucking wild. Like she's 2 girls, but Claire is just hilarious. So you just... Yeah, it's funny. Every kid's just so
But
different.
Peyton and Addie are so similar but so different.
It's nuts
so
how crazy
different.
their personalities form and develop so young, and you see the differences so early on. Like Addie is just the most delicious, happy, gorgeous girl, and then so is Peyton. But Peyton's already got the sass, and you're already seeing the sass come through with Addie.
Oh yeah.
The slapping your boobs, the giving you the eyebrows, giving you the cheeky like the drop the eyebrows, the frown.
I wish
giving
you
the
could see our
cheeky
faces
squish
while
face.
we're
Oh
doing
yeah,
this.
like I mean we're pulling faces at each other, we're replicating the kids, but like it's just hilarious. Like
No,
just
they're both very expressive. I will say that.
big
They are
personalities.
both, yeah.
I think you're lucky there's such a big gap because I think by the time Peyton's 14 and Addie's 7, it'll be good that there's a big gap. I think that will work in your favour. Whereas I think if there was 2 years difference between them, they'd fight and they'd bash heads.
It's really tricky
A lot.
because, I mean, like me and my sister had this same gap and I don't know, I suppose there was a time when it was nice and then I remember...
Just a different vibe, something switched.
I remember me and my sister fighting all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Is there 7 years between you and your sister?
6, yes.
Yeah, I didn't realise there was such a big gap. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 6 between me and my sister
See,
and
then
7
there's-
between me and my brother.
So there's 4 between me and my brother and we had nothing to do with each other as kids. He was just the quiet kid in the corner and I was over here going the... I'm sure you're really surprised, but like... Just so different. We had nothing to
So
do with each other
different.
until we were teenagers. And then we
Yeah.
used to fight a little bit and it was physical fighting. It was like pushing and shoving and fighting over who has the last biscuit and stuff. And I think at one point, I think I was about 18 and he was 14. Maybe I was a little bit older. And he pinned me up against a wall. And I then had a moment of, oh shit, like you're now, I can't beat you up anymore.
Yeah.
And I remember my dad always says a story about when we were little, I was in the bath, we used to share baths and I was like giving him the, I'll always be bigger than you. And I would have been like 6. Nah, we must have been older. God, why were we still sharing baths? Because he was like 4 or 5. I was nearly 10. Shit, okay. Is that weird? I don't know. But I was giving it the, I'll always be bigger than you. And my dad said, no, you'll always be older, but you won't always be bigger. And then that thing happened in the kitchen. And I was like, oh shit, like he's stronger than me now.
Yeah.
And now he's in the army and he's a fucking unit and there's no fucking way I'd pick a fight with him. Like, absolutely not. Like, no way.
No.
So it's just, siblings are different.
I think your relationship changes as you get older, dynamic shifts and everything. But I think the personality that Peyton's so loving. I don't think they're... Like,
She's
I
a
think they'll
physical
fight,
touch.
but
Her
she's-
love language
oh,
is physical touch. I think she loves
she's
words
a
of
snuggler.
affirmation.
Yeah.
I think you're a gift giver. I think it'll be really interesting to see what Addie's love language is and what she grows up to be.
She's just started cuddling.
Oh, sweet. I love when she snuggles
she'll
in.
wrap her
Oh,
arm
delish.
around my neck. She started doing that and she started pashing with tongue. So
Love a good tongue
could
kiss.
could quite possibly be the same.
We've got the
as
opposite.
Peyton.
Harry's also doing kissing with tongue, but it's disgusting. Like, I'm like,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
four.
it's,
Please stop trying to shove your tongue down my throat.
It's only just started because we, trying to teach her to kiss, and then she
Open mouth kissing. Taste a bit of your dinner. Yeah.
pretty much.
If you could go back and speak to yourself in those NICU days, what would you say?
Everything passes.
Yeah. And everything's going to be okay.
Everything's going to be fine. And even if it's not, it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to just feel what you feel in those moments. You don't have to shut down any emotion. You don't have to be a specific way. You don't have to be this amazing stoic person through the shittest time of your life. You don't have to. You don't have to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think as women, I don't know, I just have this, like, I have to be strong and I have to provide and I have to do this.
Yeah, I think that's part of...
I
mean, I hate to, like, a bit of the patriarchy. Like, it's a women's job to, like, run the household, be the strong one. Like, and I mean, you say that. I mean, the men are always the strong ones too. Like, they can't be vulnerable and they can't be that. But I feel like it sort of sets the expectation up that if you're vulnerable and emotional, you're crazy.
Yeah.
So you can't be the emotional...
Or overreacting
Correct.
and stuff. But no, I certainly, I don't feel like that in my house. Stu is very, very, loving and emotional himself. But I just think when you're in the NICU, I think it's very easy to just mask and not
Put a
talk
brave
about
face
it.
on and just get on with it.
Yeah, and I think, when obviously when I'm a nurse in special care and stuff, I really try to take the time just to talk.
And allow those
and
people
just
to have
allow
that
people
space.
to have that space because, and again, it's one of those things like it's a club. Sounds terrible, but it is a
Easy
club.
for you to
and
relate to them.
It's very easy to open up to someone who gets it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get it, unfortunately you never will.
Yeah.
No. It's a very hard grief. Because you grieve what you didn't,
The normal experience or like the everyday.
One of the things I grieved so badly was I missed my 3rd trimester. I missed an entire trimester of pregnancy. And I was just so desperate. I loved being pregnant. And I loved my 2nd pregnancy. I loved it. As sick as I was, I loved being pregnant.
No, I can't relate. I fucking hated being pregnant. I will never be pregnant ever again.
No.
Ryan's had the snip. I won't do it. I cannot tell you how bad I was mentally with Livy.
Yeah.
Like I said to the doctor, I'm not okay. And I was sitting there thinking, I don't want to have this baby. This is not worth it. Like, I was so violently ill all the time. So I had to say to the doctor, I don't know if something's wrong. Like, I'm scared, and I'm not a religious person, but I was scared. I kept saying, God's going to take this baby away from me because I'm hating this so much. Because of the way you feel. Because I was like, this isn't worth it. Why am I even going through this?
That's so hard.
It was awful. And then my nurse, or my doctor, sorry, my GP, literally took my hand and said, it's okay to not enjoy being pregnant. It's not like the movies. It's not like TV shows. It's not how everyone makes it out to be. And some women just don't enjoy it.
No.
So obviously, as soon as you have the baby, all those symptoms disappeared and I was living my best life. And I knew I did have that instant, like, not the whoosh, but like I am obsessed with this little baby. It was so worth it. Like, the end goal was amazing. So then I think that second time around, even though I literally spent the whole pregnancy with Harry on the floor in a playpen with Olivia, just trying to sleep and not vomit, I think because I knew the end goal was worth it, and having Livy there, seeing the end goal every day, kind of helped push me through.
Just made it a little bit easier.
Because I tell you what, after I was like, I'm getting my tubes tied, I'm done. And I just never want to carry a baby ever again. I just couldn't cope.
It's so hard. And like, I'm not trying to glamorize that my pregnancies were perfect.
No, but
they
also
weren't
I think
perfect,
that
but I think it's
if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Like, own it. Like, you don't have to, like, don't shut yourself. Don't stop people pleasing. Don't limit and reduce your journey just because don't. You loved it. Great. And I just remember laughing because you would be vomiting.
That's what I mean. Like, there were hard parts.
Yeah.
And I think I was struck by how sick I was because I was never sick with Peyton, I think,
So also,
at
I
that
think
time.
when you've been through a premature baby, were you nervous to announce it and to tell people in case you had a miscarriage or you had a baby prem again and it didn't survive this time? Like, was that front of mind as a fear when you were pregnant or not really?
I think not necessarily. I'm very much a sharer. I don't know that I obviously shared with you that we were trying. But I never shared it with my whole family because, I didn't want to get anyone's hopes up and I wanted it to feel like it was on my terms when I told people and everything. But I suppose there was an element that I was nervous about people's reactions and were they going to feel scared for me, because I didn't want to feel that. I didn't want people to feel scared for me. I wanted to be excited. I was really, and it was such a lovely time to be trying. What a
Yeah.
nice thing to like be trying. I know not everyone's, trying journey is, as easy, but just a lovely thing to just be like, yep,
We're
we want to
starting a
have a
family.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
You just enjoyed that process.
yeah, I got to enjoy it.
Yeah, Ryan sneezed twice and then that was it. So he didn't really get to enjoy
Poor
practicing.
Stu said it was his second trick shot. So,
Kobe.
So,
That's so funny.
yeah, it was no, it was just nice. But I think yeah, I sensed people's nerves
Yeah.
during
Just
my
sets
pregnancy.
things up so differently, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I think
Almost everyone else was helicopter parenting you because they were like worried.
Do you know what I was probably the most worried about?
What?
Like if, and I was certainly not, I was very much tuning out negative thoughts as much as possible to, stay positive because I was high risk, so I had to have cervical scans every 2 weeks and all this stuff. I was most nervous about Peyton.
If something
If
happened,
something
how she would
happened.
respond.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
was the person I was the most nervous for because she was so excited.
Yeah. Well, she'd been asking for a sibling
Yeah.
for years. And then
That
you
and
were
a dog.
like, yeah. Yeah. We're doing the dog. There's two types of parents.
There
One
is.
that will get another baby. One that we're getting the dog.
I'd rather have another baby. I just,
That's so funny.
I love dogs.
Yeah.
Don't love
I'm still roping
don't
you
love
into
the
dog
work.
sitting when we need
That's
it.
okay. I can do that.
That's so,
Temporary. Same as babysitting for you.
yes. What's one parenting hill you'll die on? And this is now our general motherhood section that everyone gets asked the same questions.
You can't spoil your kids with too much love.
Well, I was about to say finish the sentence because you can definitely spoil your kids.
Oh, I absolutely spoil
But this is where
my
it comes
kids.
back to how you
but-
give love. You give love with gifts, and we laugh because I roll my eyes because you send me a photo of like, oh, I gave in, I got her the Harry Potter duvet, and I'm like, Amy, you bought her 3 duvets in the last 3 months.
I feel a sense of nerves because I'm like, I want to show Katie what I got.
I want to show you my
But I'm
purchase, but I don't want the
she's gonna
judgment.
scold me. It's
But
so
I
hard.
also get it because it's your love language. And you always joke and you're like, oh, why is she like this? Or why does she crack it when I won't buy her something at the shops? And I'm like, I don't know, Amy. You tell me. You tell me. It's so funny. I just think parents are so different. Like, I'm such a hard-ass mum. And I think Peyton's had some big shocks when she has come around here, and it's been hilarious because I'm very strict and structured. And yeah, she's like, had to sit at the dinner table with no TV, and she's dobbed you in and gone, well, we just sit on the couch and we have takeaway and rah, rah, rah. And I just laugh.
my
Like,
God.
I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny how I reckon if my kids came to your house, I reckon Libby's going to have the best time on Wednesday. She's coming into your house for school holidays.
I'm going
And she's
to
going
make
to come
all
home.
the effort to do
Oh, she's
so.
going to come home and be like, can we do this? Can we do this? Well, they do that at their house. Why can't we do this? And I'm just going to be like, wow, that's not how we do things. Because you said to Peyton once, you're like, how was it at Katie? And she's like, yeah, it's really good. And she goes, did you have a good time? Yeah. Could you live there for a week? No. I think it's the way I mentally parent. For me to cope, I have to know what's next. I have to have the structure in place.
Yeah.
I am not a free-going mum. I'm not a let's just see how things go or let's just go with the flow. I think you're a lot more relaxed in that regard. I've seen you have to parent when you've had to parent, and you're incredibly patient. And I don't have the patience, so I can't let it get to the point of escalation. Like, I shut that shit down so early because I can't cope. It's a me problem, not a them problem.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do. I struggle with the level of loudness, I think.
Yeah.
The level of loudness gets really, and
Triggers
I
you
obviously, it's taken a while. I mean, I've got 2 years of parenting on you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you've learned that it's like, it's not them giving you a hard time, it's them having a hard time. And it's really hard to get your perspective
That's
back to
a
that.
really good way of putting it. I haven't heard that before.
Yeah,
Say that again. It's not giving. They're not
It's not
giving you
them
a.
giving
Yep.
you a hard time. It's them having a hard time.
I need to keep that in mind. That's a
I
really good way of
try to
thinking
repeat
about it.
that to myself
Yep.
when I'm starting to get a
I
little
definitely feel
bit.
personally victimized.
Yeah.
I get personally victimized by
And
your
like,
Regina George. Like she's your youngest bullies me when
and you
she
always
comes
think
over.
like, what did I do wrong?
Yep.
And you know, and it's like, how have I set this situation up? But it's really, it's just, you
It's
know,
their
like
processing.
even you know, I see a lot of emotions at the moment with Peyton and school and stuff like that, and I think, what is going on? Why you're never like this? You're not this. And I say that to her. I was like, this isn't you. This isn't what you like. You need to, you know, just take some time to just calm down.
Yeah.
Obviously, I try to say a bit nicer than that, but
Yeah.
like basically, you just need to reset.
Yep.
Because something's off.
The other day, Livy was just on one, and I just said, "Let's go to bed, have a cuddle. You just need to have physical touch. You just need a deep, firm snuggle because she didn't know what way was up. She would not calm down. She was just
Yeah.
escalating. I couldn't deliver what she wanted. It wasn't like she even wanted something. She didn't know what she wanted. It's like she was just
And that
upset.
is it too.
But
yeah.
mum and me talk about this a lot. Like she sees it. Like she looked after the kids the other week. They were angels all day, and then as soon as they got there, it was like they had an emotional release. And she's like, "But you are their safe space."
This is their
And
safe space, 100%.
She literally always messages me if I pick them up and I come home, and she goes, "How the kids go?" I'm like, "They're a fucking shit show." Like they'll have angels for my parents all day or all weekend, and then they come home and they just unleash. And
Yeah.
mum reminds me regularly, just remember they do that because you're their safe space.
This is the
And I
safety
just feel
of
personally victimized. I'm like, why do you turn on me? What? And that's my mental health, and that's me trying to cope with
But
that
even
and
it's like,
process that.
why do I cop all the bad moods?
Yeah.
Why do I cop everyone's
why don't
bad
I get the good
moods?
stuff?
Yeah.
But in saying that, we just had a weekend away with the family, and it was beautiful, and the kids were incredible.
Yeah.
And I do need moments like that to just remind me, even if it's 1 in 10 weekends of a nice weekend. But even like Ryan had them today, and they were angels. Like they're just also getting past that stage. I think we've just been in a really hard chapter.
A really nice stage, I promise
Yeah,
you.
I just feel like we've been in the pits recently.
Yeah.
The
And I
last
mean,
2 years has been very hard.
with them so close in age too, you're going
fuck
through
me. It's
the
fucking
phases
hard.
so close
Yeah.
together. Whereas
They're
like
just
I had
replicating each other's
Peyton-
behaviour.
I had Peyton on her own, so I was
Yeah.
really navigating it all.
Well, I think if our original plan was to have 4 years difference, I think if we only ever had Liv, we never would have had a second.
If only we all followed our original plan, right?
I know. But I think I would have just loved being a one-on-one mum. But thank God we didn't, because otherwise I wouldn't have my little Hazzy. So,
Well,
and
I
he's-
wanted to be done by 30.
I mean, you're not far off.
Well, I wasn't sure if I was going to have 2 or 3. So could you imagine me? I might have been
Is
in
3 on the table?
deeper pits.
Like,
No,
seriously?
absolutely not. We're good.
Are you just...
I'm going to get my injection tomorrow. We're fine.
Yeah, we'll keep taking our depot injections.
We'll keep taking our depot injections. I'm very happy with 2. 2 is beautiful. I have 2 very beautiful daughters.
For me, it's one-on-one. So you've got one person to one child. So, and also I have 2 hands. So if I'm crossing a road, I've got 1 hand per child. Like that's how I think about this logistically. Car, holidays. Like I can it's easy to do a holiday for 4, adding a third's hard. Car, if you get a third, you're going to have to upgrade. Like it is, yeah, I do love having 2.
Logistically, it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then also I
certainly
hear like
agree.
you have a third and it's like, what's more?
It's a
What's
breeze.
more to add to the chaos?
Yeah.
Like they just slide right on in. So I don't know how you've done that with a 7-year gap of a child that's now completely independent, doesn't have to be weighted on hand and foot, can pack their own school bag, can put their own school shoes on and all that sort of stuff. And then you're going to go back, then you've gone back to a baby that you have to do everything for. Like have you found that hard, or have you enjoyed it because you do have an independent child? Because
I enjoy it because
yeah.
I have an independent child.
Yeah.
You
get to just
Stu
take it
and
all
I
in.
both talk about this a lot. We're like, imagine not having P. Like she has just been an angel.
Yeah.
She not was born to be an older sister, but she is so damn good at it.
Yeah.
Like she is just so
She's just
vigilant.
thriving.
She's like safety alert on Addie. Like very protective.
Yeah.
Like if Addie starts crawling towards the stairs, she'll pick her up, put her
Yeah.
back on the mat, you know. She's just amazing. Loves feeding her, she came to swimming today.
And watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, normally, she's an iPad kid. We all have
Just
iPad
watched the whole
kids.
time.
She did not touch the iPad. She watched the whole time. And Addie was so perfectly at an age that Addie could see her
So she
as
was
well.
loving to
They
be
were
responsive.
both
Yeah.
loving just seeing each other.
That's
And
so
Peyton
nice.
was just so proud of it. She, when we
Aw.
came out, Peyton's like, Addie, you did so good. I'm so proud of you. I'm very happy with the cup that I have. My cup is so full, but I think the thought of having a third is hard because it's like I now want to focus on my career, and
Now you feel like it's your turn.
it's my turn. And
Yep.
I very much, when Peyton was one and I did all the study and I juggled a lot, and she was so, beautiful throughout it, and I had a good support network. But as soon as I got to like quite a secure point, I was like, okay, now we're ready to have another baby. And it was something that I want, Stu and I wanted so deeply, was to have, a second. And now that we've had her and she's been so beautiful, like
You're just living your
I've
best
been
life.
very lucky.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful baby.
Yeah.
We've had our ups and downs, but at the end, I can deal with being woken up multiple
And
times
this is
during
the
the
catch with
night.
Addie, right? Is that she's the most delicious human during the day, but turns into fucking Godzilla at night.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's been hard.
She's a different person at night.
I babysit, and by 5:30, she's turned on me.
Yeah.
We've started calling her Regina George because I've been personally victimized by her because she does. A switch just turns, and she just turns feral. She screams the house down.
Very rarely cries.
But
And
all that gets her settled is your boobies. And I'm like, I don't have them, mate. It's not like I can't help you here, babe.
I don't know what I'm going to do when boobs aren't the answer.
Golden titties.
I don't know.
What's your survival tip for mums?
Ask for help.
Yep.
100% lean on your village. Lean on your village and don't feel guilty about it.
Oh, mate. You can't say that.
What do you mean?
You lean on your village and then feel guilty about it. Whenever you ask me to
You
babysit.
asked for my opinion, not my experience.
Just so you know, Amy's preaching, but she doesn't follow what she preaches, but that's totally fine. Every time I offer to babysit or I commit to babysitting, she goes, are you sure? Are you sure? What can I do in return? I'm like, shut up. I wouldn't offer if I didn't want to do it.
Is it guilt or is it people pleasing? Is it
I think it's
because
both.
I
think
like
people
to,
pleasing comes from
I
guilt.
like to reciprocate though. I very
Yeah.
much like to reciprocate. Like, you do something nice by me. I love to do. I'm very much a
Yeah.
reciprocator.
Yeah, okay. What's something you've judged yourself for that your kids couldn't care less about?
My appearance.
What do you mean by that?
Oh yeah. I remember, even just the other day, I'm driving in the car and I had a look in the mirror. And I can't remember where we were going or something, but I just remember saying, I look really tired. And Peyton's like, no, mummy, you don't look tired. You look beautiful. You always look beautiful. And I'm like,
Just shows what
it
she
wasn't,
sees.
yeah. And just, it's that inner voice. And I'm thinking, well, I'm going to be her inner voice one day. And she always thinks the world of me. That girl loves so hard. She, always tells me that I'm beautiful and I'm the best mum in the world. I've got 2 mummy mugs that I hold very dearly that I drink out of every morning. But she, she even asked me, I did my tan for my birthday. And she's like, why do you do that? And I said, it's just something people do to feel good about themselves. And she's like, okay. Because she got to do makeup for her stage school and she was really excited about it. And, I had to reinforce. I said, you're beautiful without makeup, right? This is just for fun. And she's like, I know, mummy, you're beautiful without makeup too. And it's funny because I used to always be a makeup girl. Always stocked up on Napoleon, was a very big Mecca girl, used to get the, big loot boxes. Now I went to Mecca for my 32nd birthday to buy skincare, and I'm the level 1, very bottom level.
Do you think that's a mum thing, or do you think that's a maturity thing? Because I think definitely because I've gotten older, I haven't cared as much about, I don't necessarily wear makeup every day to work.
I just feel like I'm embracing how I look now.
I think, is that a culture thing, do you think, too? I think the beauty industry is changing a little bit.
Maybe I'm fighting it a bit. I
feel there was that time of the Kardashians where everyone had to have hard contour faces and high glam. And I feel like I'm never going to be that girl. I never want to have, if I do my makeup, it's for a special occasion. Otherwise I wear a bit of BB cream and mascara.
Well, I used to wear a lot of makeup for performing. I've always been a very, well-dressed person when I was a performer, when I did weddings and all that kind of stuff. I'd either get my makeup done or I'd learned how to do it myself.
Pressure though, almost, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it felt like I was, not trying really hard, but it felt like I had to be up to this certain standard. And I think when I became, even just becoming pregnant, I had a bit of an identity crisis and I felt a bit disconnected from it, and I kind of just wanted to learn more about me and be more about me. So I started, I don't know how it happened, but I just gradually stopped really wearing makeup. Honestly, I only wear makeup if, it's a special occasion, a job interview, or, or if I damn feel like it. It really
Wanna feel
just
spicy
depends.
that day. Wanna amp it up,
Or
yeah.
if it's just, I'm, going out for my birthday, or, just want a little bit of something nice. But I find even tedious to take makeup off these days.
Yeah.
Like, it's one extra thing to do.
Another step to add to
It's
the
another
day.
cleaning task.
Yep.
And it's like, I
I've scrubbed
just
toilets today. I
started
don't want to scrub my face.
quite literally.
No, I get that.
I've cleaned too many butts today that I just,
I've wiped bums. I don't want to wipe my face. What would you say to a mum listening who feels like everyone else is doing motherhood better than her?
Nobody's doing better than anyone. Honestly, we are all just parenting in our best way that we are capable of. Do you know what I mean? We've learnt from our parents. We've learnt from our friends. We are dealing with completely different children, completely different journeys. Don't expect your journey to be a mirror image of someone else's. And it's not going to be what it looks like on Instagram. It's not going to be all these things. And that's what I was saying before about asking for help and advice, but also listening to yourself and your gut and trusting your gut as much as possible, because I think I've certainly listened to so much advice, and I'm always one of those people that wants to develop and seek advice and build my knowledge and everything like that. But sometimes you can get an overload.
100%. Google something and then you just feel like you've now got 100 resources, and then what's the source of truth? And sometimes that source of truth just needs to be what you feel comfortable doing and what you want to do moving forward.
Absolutely.
And what direction you want to take, or what angle you want to take. As a mum of 2 girls, what do you want your kids to learn from the way you talk about yourself and other mums?
Always bring people up.
Be a girl's girl.
Always be a cheerleader.
Yeah.
Nobody wins by tearing each other down.
Yeah.
We quite literally,
We have to stick together.
Yeah. Yep. You be there for people. People will be there for you.
It's like you just want to bring the world of kindness back. There's so much shit in the world. Like, just be kind. It takes nothing. It's totally free.
Yeah. It takes more energy to be angry. Like, I just think, we live in such a, instant gratification time, and we, there's just so much nonsense going on. There's not enough bringing each other up just for the sake of it.
Yep. Just because you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Finish this sentence. Motherhood is
all-encompassing. Everything. It is just air.
Oh, that's so nice.
I don't know. I couldn't imagine not being a mother. Like, it is a journey I've always wanted, and I can't imagine ever not being a mum.
That's the best. A rapid fire. Wiggles or Peppa Pig?
OG Wiggles.
What's your favourite hidden snack?
Peaches and cream.
Oh, the Allen lollies?
Yes.
Yep.
I've just bought 2 packets.
Another 2? Last time you came, you were like, I had 2 packets yesterday.
Don't tell my dentist.
Yeah. We listen and we don't judge. Coffee order?
Oat latte.
Yep. Have you ever hidden from the kids?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Ever wanted to but couldn't? Or just don't have the drive to?
No, I've never wanted to hide from them. I've just wanted my own space sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But stepping away, not hiding.
Yeah.
What's your favourite swear word?
I nearly said the wrong one. Fuck.
How did you nearly say the wrong one?
Because I went to say the other
Were you
one.
going to say the see you next Tuesday? Mate, so many people, those are the top 2, I reckon.
Fuck just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, I agree. At the end of each week, at the end of each episode, I like to do the loud mum of the week and give my guests an opportunity to give a mum a shout out. Is there a mum that you would like to give a shout out to?
I would like to give a shout out to my other friend Katie, who has become a very, very lovely person in my life. I've been very lucky to have worked with her, and we've had 2 beautiful girls about the same time. And she's just been a massive support to me, and she's just, she's a first-time mum, so she's really going through the bells and the whistles, and she's had a prem as well. So, that whole journey for her. But she is just so full of knowledge and so full of positivity, and she's just been such an amazing person. But one of my favorite things that she has given me is the access to the happy song, which has just helped me survive through many, many car tantrums.
What's the happy song?
The Happy Song by Imogen Heap.
Okay.
It is a cure for any tear.
Oh, this
I
is like
don't know
this is
what
a
it
mum
is.
hack.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the biggest mum hack I've.
Okay, so I need to-
Peyton's nearly 8.
So I need to keep this in mind when Regina George turns on me and put the happy song
yes, that
Okay.
and Bluey.
on. Okay, Bluey.
But the happy song, I don't know what crack is
How
in
did
it.
she find it?
I don't know.
Oh, we'll have to
But
find
I
out.
remember she told me to use this song.
Yep.
She's like, it's the best.
It shuts it down.
fixes everything.
Yeah.
And it did. And it does.
All right, I'm gonna have to do a link to that. That's there you go.
Just play the happy song on your outro.
Mum, yeah, I should do that. Mum shout out of the week. There you go, Katie. So as we wrap things up, I just want to say that if you're listening, you are doing better than you think, and if you yell today, that's okay, because so did I. Stay loud, mums, and I'll speak to you next week.
In a while.